in a similar way to how I talk about most conversations, I really like to ask contextual questions about it, like where we first learned that our bodies were a problem, or that bigger bodies were a problem, and yeah, what was that like, and who said that, and how did we respond to that, and who else heard that, and all those contextual questions that really build a picture of how sometimes dieting or these behaviors that can become so disordered are really just a really understandable response to a super oppressive culture for so many bodies. Uh, and so I try to just take the blame away from the youth that is struggling and put the blame back on the culture that we're in, um, that is so, yeah, oppressive and unobtainable for 99% of us. Well, and it can be really hard not to get super down about the fact that we're stuck in a place that is so oppressive, and to let that kind of control all of our thoughts in a day, and that's really hard. And what I talk to youth about is, yeah, how hard that is, and to see the glimmers of hope in all the ways that that's changing, and to build community for themselves in the pockets of the culture that we're in that are different and that are resisting those kind of oppressive messages. And social media can actually be really good for that. It can be really damaging, but if you find the pocket, like curate kind of like a feed that is full of diversity and diverse messaging and stuff, that it can actually be really fulfilling. And there's so many different people that are doing amazing work in all of these different areas that if we can kind of tap into that we don't feel so alone in it anymore. And even just when I tell youth about, or really commend youth and people about doing this work, um, and living their lives in a different way, and that they are going to be that person for someone else, like even just by exploring these different things and trying to change the way that they think about stuff, that they're going to be so inspiring for the next person that they'll feel less alone in it too.